tutorial. We're gonna do the pendulum escape. So I'm here in side control. He's gonna change to judo side control, where he's gonna drop his hip and face the upper body with his hips. Okay, he's hip to hip, hip bone to hip bone. He's got the underhook still. And even if he's locking his hands, it's okay, all right? But what we gotta do is, instead of just neck framing, we're gonna start with the neck frame and start with the hip frame, just like a regular side control, but then I'm gonna change this inside elbow control, double C cups, all right? It's gonna start where your elbows are bent like this. It's fine. Like lock a grip. Even if he's tight on me, I still want to do the same thing. Make sure though, one thing you got to be careful of with this move is that when you're double C cupping, you don't have this elbow up, or else he could drop his head to the mat, boom, arm triangle. Okay, so make sure you're tight with your elbow too. Keep it under his neck so he can't beat you to the arm triangle. From here, I'm going to wiggle myself down, and as I wiggle, I'm trying to lengthen my arms. You don't have to get that far underneath. The goal is just to wiggle so you can straighten your arms. Now from here, I'm gonna pull my knees up into the sky, almost like I'm gonna do a back roll. And I'm gonna use that momentum of swinging back down to sit up on my inside arm. And it looks like this. Kick up and swing down. The whole goal is to get to here efficiently. Once I'm on my elbow, I can hip escape, creating this hole. I can slide my bottom knee in, and a good opponent will try and maintain top position. And that's when I can get my full guard. Okay? Sometimes, as well, when you're doing the pendulum, just so you know, sometimes you could just sweep and get on top like that. That happens a lot. But just to make sure you have a recovery, you want to make sure you get on that elbow if you can't get all the way on top. Okay? That's it for tutorial. Level 1, I want you to do that same escape, but then we're going to do 2 other escapes. So after the pendulum, then we're going to wiggle down. You're trying to get your hips free. Yes, the arm is straightened, but I want my hips to be mobile. So now, first one, I'm gonna invert and hook my partner's elbow with my inside leg. So I'm gonna invert here and hook. Sometimes if you're not very long, you could remove one hand and grab your foot to hook inside. And then I like to control this wrist. You can cross your feet or triangle or not. As long as you have your foot caught inside, now you can swing back down and capture the head. Now it's easy to triangle. From here, I want to lock a grip on the top of the head for my neck crank. Another transition, very easy. We let this arm go, we get shoulder hook, and now we're in crucifix. We can start working our chokehold. And again, wiggle down, and now this time I'll invert to capture his head. A lot of times people are too elevated with their head right here. And if you find that their head is up too high, very easy for us to hook over the head. Sometimes you can hook inside the armpit and then send them down. Come up onto your knees and back step for our pass. A lot of variations on like how to finish stuff right there, but the main thing I want you to learn is getting your hips free, wiggling down enough, hooking his elbow or hooking his head. And then it's really up to you on where to go from there. But I need the main concept, hook the elbow or hook the head, okay? Level 1 offensive move, let me have your head this way now. Inside shoulder lock, this is a very common one. You see it a lot in catch wrestling. We're in judo side, we're gonna make sure that our leg is under the elbow and touching the shoulder. All right, this is very good for us, very bad for him if I can get here. Then I'm gonna catch the wrist, pin it down. Dang, dude, you're so buff. Your shoulders hardly move. This is all jacked up, dude. I'm gonna hook the wrist inside my knee, and then I'm gonna cross my ankles, and I'm gonna pinch my knees together so there's no space right there. I'm just gonna pull my legs back and stay tight with this grip. It's best to go all the way full grip right here. I can pull the head and arch my hips. okay? Same thing that you wanna pay attention to is like, don't have your head here, don't have your arm out here, because they could still get you in the move right here. I've seen it happen. You might have this arm locked perfect, but if your head is up, they can still catch your head and end up winning, okay? So stay low with your body. Inside shoulder lock, okay? Level 2. Defense first. Let me get on bottom. Defense, I want you to, all 3 of those moves. Judo? Yeah, judo. Then I get my elbow free. This time we're not gonna go to the double C cup. I'm gonna stay on the neck frame. I'm gonna get my elbow free. I'm gonna do a hip escape so that I could get my hand all the way underneath. Make sure this frame is in the whole time, and your frame you actually wanna clamp with your fingers on the back of his neck. Then we're gonna start going north-south. I'm gonna start wiggling and using this arm to punch across so that I can get on my side. Once I'm on my side, I wanna sit up all the way. Chest on the back of his head, on his shoulders. Switch my legs for a regular headlock position. From here, I'm gonna switch to the side, Japanese necktie grip, push him down, keep him on his side, hook the leg, head on the mat, fall to your side, and then finish the jab necktie. Come up on top, punch it through for our sprawling darts. That's the defense. The offense, I'm gonna get side control. It's the same Kimura transition. Side control, judo side, top staple, bottom staple, head pinch, power line Kimura. But this time, my leg comes off, he's able to sit up and roll on top. As he comes on top, I keep the hand behind him, pull it through, and this time, solidify position with that step. Get him again. Okay? Easy. 1, 2, 3.